BSB.
Tough. You guys have done a great job of stopping the run this year. I was wondering for you as an interior backer, how important to have those big guys up front that you're freeing you guys up?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you play behind a great defensive line like that, it makes your job easier. They're always in the backfield. Tommy was just saying, just being disruptive, knocking the line back, and they're awesome.
Second row right, Tony from the Ozone.
Tough. Greg Madison was in here talking about Wisconsin's ability to throw the play action. What does it do for you guys when you've got three quarterbacks back there to help stop that?
Yeah, definitely. I think our corners and DBs can line up with anybody in the country, so that definitely makes everybody's job easier. Obviously, stop the run is number one, but that definitely makes our job a little easier as linebackers when you got corners like that in the background covering.
Front row left, Nathan from Cleveland.com.
Coach Day was saying that this becomes a week for the offense, just considering how highly ranked Wisconsin's defense is, to kind of come out and prove themselves a little bit. Does the defense, or maybe even just the linebacker group, do you guys see it the same way, that you're facing this rushing attack and this is a week where you can prove something or have something to prove?
Yeah, no doubt. I think every week, especially this week, is a week to come out and prove what you can do. Obviously they're very talented, have great players, offensively and defensively. So anytime you get a chance to come out and compete against a team like this, want to come out and show well.
Taylor is being used as a receiver more than he has been in the past. Is that something you've seen on film, and what kind of extra challenge does that give you guys?
No, definitely. I think when we saw him 2 years ago in the Big Ten Championship, it was, kind of a first and second down guy. But now, he's bettered his game in all aspects, all the way through third down, blocking, catching the ball out of the backfield. So he's a great player.
Front row left, Mitch from the Associated Press.
Tough. Did you watch Illinois, Wisconsin?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. They obviously, first of all, I guess, did you see any cracks in their armor?
I don't know. Illinois played really hard, played well. I can't speak for Wisconsin, but we're going to get a team that's angry this week, and they're going to come out and prove themselves. So we got to be up for the challenge.
Does it change the way you prepare or see Wisconsin?
No, I mean they're the same team. Whether undefeated or not, one loss. They're solid all across the board. Great players. So we're going to come out and play well.
Front row middle, Dave from 24/7.
Tough. Last year you guys gave up a lot of big plays. There was a lot of missed tackles, and you guys had a lot of penalties. This year you guys are not committing a lot of penalties. You're not giving up big plays. You're not missing many tackles. What's been the biggest differences that you've noticed?
Well, I think schematically there's some differences. Try to keep everything in front of us. But I think it's just the way that we're running the ball. Anytime you run to the ball, we might miss a tackle, but there's 3-4 guys right there to tackle it. So I think that's the biggest difference with the big plays.
Sixth row right, Spencer from Lettermen Row.
Tough. Wisconsin runs a package, near the goal line where they put seems like 9 offensive linemen.
Is that the Rhino package?
Yeah. As a defense, how do you stop that, and is there more of to not let them get into that package?
I don't know. If they get into it, they get into it. We're going to line up with big against big, and we're just going to try to keep them out of the end zone.
More predicated on pride. You kind of just have to man up and go big on big, like you said. How much pride goes into those kind of plays?
Yeah, no doubt. I think anytime a team gets in those situations, you want to show them that you're not going to break. They might get a play on us or two, but again, next play, line up. They're not in the end zone yet, so we'll try to keep them out.
Front row right, Austin, Lettermen Row.
Tough. When Coach Madison was in here, he seemed like not pleased with the rush defense on Friday night. On paper, it looks like it was fine, and you gave up 3 points. Did you leave that thinking there was a lot of room to improve
Yeah, no doubt. I think that what they had 199, 200 yards, something like that, and I think 150 of them were through the run. So there's definitely some things we need to clean up.
And the rest of, I mean, they had to earn it, right? And it was 3.3 yards per carry. You'd think normally you would take that. Is that too high to your mind? You need to do less?
I mean, our thing is, there's always something to improve on, get better, keep enhancing. Yeah.
Front row right, Tim,
Yeah.
Lettermen Row.
How intensive a game? I know every game's intense for linebackers, but when you've got an elite back you're going against that they like to use play action off of, just how much more intense is a game like this from a quick decision-making thing for the linebackers especially?
Yeah, I mean, I think reading your keys are crucial. They're obviously going to come out and try and establish the run, but seeing the high offensive linemen when they hop up out of their stance to show pass, seeing that is going to be crucial.
And one of the things, Coach Day went almost for a minute on how good Jonathan Taylor is, where he stands out. As you watch him on video, where does he kind of, not necessarily rank, but what stands out about him for you as a running back?
I think his patience. A lot of times you see guys thinking the ball's declaring, they jump out of their gaps, and he ends up finding that crease. So I think being real disciplined, gap-oriented defense, playing through your gap. Yeah.
Right next door, Bill from the Dispatch.
Yeah, Jim, as kind of a old school linebacker, I would imagine this is the kind of game that you get really pumped up for. Could you describe your emotions, your feeling about playing Wisconsin? You know what you're going to get with them.
All right. Straight ahead, no fair dodging. They're going to come at you. We're going to have to come out after them. Like I said, be real gap-oriented with what we do, read our keys, and just play really fast.
Right next door, Joey from the Dispatch.
Tuf, you mentioned Jonathan Taylor's a patient runner. Greg Matheson also mentioned he's really quick too and fast. Does that stand out on film as well?
Yeah, no doubt. Once he makes his decision, once he makes his cut, his acceleration is good. It's what makes him a great back.
Does he look like he has 10.4 speed?
Yeah, I mean he's good. He's fast.
And final questions over here to the right, Clay from WSYX.
When one of their offensive linemen gets his hands on you, do you ever feel small? I mean, they seem like they've always been 6'5", 6'6" across the board.
Yeah, I mean, every team has big offensive linemen, especially Wisconsin. That just means we're going to have, as linebackers and defensive line, we're just going to have to be really good with our technique, engaging the block and getting off of it, just playing from there.
Great. Tough, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live, we've got the practice report, we got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got Buckeye IQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.